Rightio guys, just want to welcome you all back to another Wise Choice Systems build. This time it is in fact in the Antec 1200 and it is another AMD build. So let's get into this build in a little bit more detail, and we'll start with the top. Obviously at the back here you have your blue lit LED 200mm fan. You then have your reset, USB, USB 3, then your headphone mic jack and your power. Here we have the Blu-ray reader, ROM drive, optical drive, and then you've got your DVD RW combo optical drive. As you're aware, in the Antec 1200 there are three 120mm fans at the front, and these are your fan controllers. Now these are currently on high. Turn them down so you can have a listen to how quiet they are when they're on low. It's on low, and that's on high. Okay, so that's. Now moving around to the side, as you can see you do have quite a large window here, so you can see right in there, you can see right into where your hard drives are, down into your power supply, everything like that. And we do actually have a Phobya fan installed on the side panel. So yeah, and this is the back. Over here you have your controllers, so these ones here control your highs and your lows, so we're just going to turn these fans to low for now, and then this one here turns your LED on and off at the top there, and it's got 220mm fans at the back there, and you got your water cooling holes here, pretty standard. Now I'll give you a listen to, this is them on silent, obviously. I'll even turn the front ones down in a sec. So this is obviously what it's going to sound like if you have all your fans on low. It is quite quiet. Now I'll turn them up. So now this is the system with everything on high. So it is reasonably loud, but it does also move a bit of air. Alright, well let's get inside the case and explain what's in there. Alrighty, so here we go. As you can see, the first thing that we're looking at here is in fact the CPU cooler. It is the Noctua NH C 14. It does have two fans, and there is one at the back there, and then underneath there it is in fact running 16 gig of Kingston Hyper X 1600 DDR3 RAM. Obviously there's the back of the optical drives. As I said, I wasn't really too happy with the cable management options on the 1200. This wasn't too bad, this build, so it wasn't too bad. I liked the idea of the way. I actually liked here how the Silverstone power supplies are kind of reversed with their cabling, so it went from the bottom up and then through, so it didn't kind of do too bad. And then down here obviously the same thing. We've got the HDD cables running out and up the back, and they come back around, and obviously that's what I was explaining to you about in the last build with the Silverstone power supplies, how it works backwards. So instead of it running upwards, it actually runs down. So this is the middle one, that's the second last, and that's the last one. So it's not too bad because of where the hole was. It actually worked quite well for cable management, so it was really good. And as you can see, because this one is pretty much finished, well it is finished, there's a lot of room in there where I've cable managed, obviously because it's black. As you can see, there's a lot of room here from where I've cable managed all that, and then you've got all your USB ports and everything like that. You've got a lot of options here. Now the motherboard that is installed in this is in fact the A7-3570 so it is a gigabyte board. I'm pretty sure you can tell by the blue, and there it is right there. It does also have an AMD A6-3670 CPU with the Radeon HD graphics, and then there's a very common graphics card that I've been installing lately, which is the HIS Radeon, and it is the 6870, so it's a HD 6870. As I said, it's got 16 gig Kingston RAM. It's got I don't know if you can see it here, but up here is the Intel 520 series 60 gig SSD. It's got the two Seagate Barracuda 7200 RPM 1TB SSDs, and then it is also running, of course, the Silverstone PSU, 1000 watt PSU. So it's not too bad a build. It was quite nice to actually build, put all this together. I really do like my AMD builds. I'm a big fan of AMD, and running this side fan, it actually fitted quite nicely, with obviously the problem with having the fins on the side of the case where the side fan just clips in. So we'll go have a look, and we'll have a look at what we actually resulted from this. So as you can see, we're back over here on my trusty little test bench, and this is running on Ultra. I don't know how well this camera's going to work here, but we'll give it a go. Oh, okay, it's a bit fuzzy, but it's running about 64. Yeah, it's running about 57 frames per second on Ultra, so it's running between 57 and 80, so we'll do a bit of moving around. It drops down to about 48. It's sitting at 61 now. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this camera's a bit fuzzy with this. It's sitting on about 50, so it's sitting on between 48 and 58 frames per second. So it's quite good. It's quite a good graphics card. It's running at 196 ms. It is hardwired to my router, though this one is not using a wireless. So all in all, this system was a very smooth build. It's a very nice system. And as usual, if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask them.